beware.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Viewer Beware, my review show of Goosebumps, the series. My name's Garrett, and today we're going to do the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Now this story is about a young kid that has a bit of a problem at home with his sister, but then he finds something special in the form of a grandfather clock, cuckoo clock, that takes him back in time. Let's get into it. You know, who would even want a cuckoo clock, though? Like, 2 in the morning, it starts going off, sounds like a mariachi band just broke into your basement. I wouldn't want that. I'd be scared all the time. Shit my pants. Let's roll it. Our hero for this tale is Mike, just an unathletic 12-year-old. And when his weak handles inevitably lead him to lose his ball, he stumbles upon some fake blood. And following the trail of fake blood, he of course finds jump scares. Other side of the jump scare, it was just his sister, Tara. And she squirts fake blood at him from a ketchup bottle. I think we're supposed to believe that that is ketchup, but is very obviously fake blood, which I don't know what this family's doing with a bottle of fake blood in the first place. Mike chases Tara down to immediately get caught by his mom, who believes that he sprayed fake blood all over himself and blamed it on his sister. Mike then has a PTSD flashback to his birthday party, where he got absolutely clowned by Tara. Snapping him back to reality, Mike's dad brings in a grandfather clock. But it's not just any old clock, it's a magic clock.
A magical clock.
You may be asking, what makes a clock magic?
How can a clock be magical?
Well, the legend is that a strange old man built the clock over 100 years ago, and he put a magical spell on it. But they say whoever discovers the magic must beware.
Mike overhears his dad scolding Tara, saying if anything happens to this clock, she's in trouble, and he senses his time for a comeback. But then, oh no, time travel. Mike relives the birthday that Tara ruined for him and does absolutely nothing different. The world's worst time traveler.
I'm telling you, I'm caught in a time warp.
He doesn't feel warm.
I'm not sick.
Mike has one of the greatest green screen runaway effects I've ever seen in this show. I mean, seriously, just look at that acting. The next morning, Mike is played by a different kid, because he's younger now. Then he relives his 6th birthday party. Mike knows he needs to fix the clock to get back to the correct time, but he time-boned the clock out of the house, so he has to go to the antique store.
Hey, kid, you got the time?
On the way, he almost gets abducted by a random person. These are the mean streets of Canada, folks. Dad eventually grabs him, brings him back. Mike tries to explain the situation, but parents just don't understand.
It's not worth it. I'm not going to be here much longer anyhow.
The next morning, Mike is a baby. And then we see the world's first on-screen, well, technically off-screen, anal thermometer.
Where's she going?
Maybe I should check your temperature.
Oh no,
Here we go.
Anything but that.
Mike then baby talks his parents into going to the antique store, somehow. And he gets incredibly lucky that his parents are very, very inattentive as they let their toddler stroll through the store. Mike darts for the clock that conveniently has a pile of trash in front of it that he can climb up on top of. This is important here when he knocks off the 88. He fixes the clock and immediately goes back to his correct time. His dad then notices an imperfection on the clock.
1988 is missing.
That's the year Tara would have been born.
Who's Tara?
That's the year that Tara was born, meaning that when you wipe out 1988, nothing bad happens. Mike realizes that he has the responsibility to save his sister, but he doesn't want to. There you have it. Tara never existed anyway, so he had no problems. And as with all of our stories, we always want to take home something that we learned. So what did we learn from Cuckoo Clock of Doom? We learned that younger siblings are assholes. We learned that if you get rid of the year 1988, all that happens is a little girl goes missing. That whole year, just wipe it out. Nothing matters. And of course, we have to list off the things that give you goosebumps. This episode we had 0 uses of the Canadian sorry. We had 4 jump scares, 2 piles fake blood, gratuitous use of credge, 1 birthday party embarrassment, 1 magic old clock, 2 clueless parents, gratuitous birthday clown, 1 creepy adult stalking, 1 off-screen one off-screen anal thermometer, and of course 1 doomed child. Thank you everybody for joining me. I'll see you guys next time on Viewer Beware.